Okay, assalamu alaikum banat. For today, inshallah, we're gonna revise together quickly the idea of adding, subtracting, and integers and rations. So basically, these are covered in 3 lessons. The first lesson is lesson 1.3 for adding integers. The second lesson is lesson 1.4 for subtracting integers. And the last one is basically the same idea, but for adding and subtracting rational numbers, which means decimals and fractions. So let's go through the first idea, which is adding integers. So of course for today, inshallah, the integers are gonna be either both of them negative, maybe one of them negative. If both of them are positive, it's easy, we know it, and maybe the other one is negative. Okay, so in general, I'm gonna give you the rule that we already studied in class, which is saddest rule. Okay, so saddest rule stands for if they have the same sign, then you should add them. If the numbers have the same sign, then you should add them. And if they have different signs, then you should subtract them. Okay, and always put the sign of greater number in the answer. Okay, so let's see how does that work. So first of all, I will come to this example and I'm going to show you how to solve it. So I will look for each of the terms. Just make sure that you're doing addition in the middle. Okay, can you see there's a clear addition in the middle? Okay, ask yourself, what's the sign of the first number, 4? If there is no sign written next to it, then it's a positive sign. Okay, this positive sign, you can either write it or not write it, it's okay. If there is no sign, always it's a positive sign. If it was negative, they would write it. Now for the next term, it's a negative term. Then ask yourself, are they same signs or different signs? I'm gonna use sadis now. Okay, ask yourself, are they same signs or different signs? They are different signs, therefore you have to subtract them. This means that I'm gonna take the 4 only without the sign of it, and the 3 only without the sign of it, and then I will say 4, because it's subtraction, I will say 4 minus 3 equals 1. 1 is my answer, but you have to ask yourself, which sign is it gonna follow? The negative 3 or the positive 4? Since the number 4 is more than number 3, then you will take the sign of number 4, which is positive. So your answer is a positive answer. Let's do it again here for same idea, but here. So again, ask yourself, since I have addition in the middle, then I can use sadis. Girls, although I have addition, it's not necessary that I will add. Previous example, we had addition, but still we ended up subtracting the numbers. So the addition is only there to tell you you're good, you can use sadis. Okay, since I have addition, I can use sadis rules. What are they? You need to check the sign of each number. The 7 is negative, the 3 is negative. Then ask yourself, using sadis, are they same sign or different sign? They are the same sign, then I have to actually add them. Therefore, it's going to be 7 and 3 without the signs of them. I need to add them. It's going to give me 10. 10 is my answer, but I will take the sign of 7 because number 7 is more than number 3, which is negative. It's basically the same sign, but yeah, I'm just saying. Okay, coming here. Again, since we have addition in the middle, this means that you are allowed to use sadis rule. 13 is negative. 8 is, there is no sign next to it. This is addition. There is no sign, then there is a hidden addition. Miss, it's the same, yes I know, but still, just to make sure that you have a full understanding of that. They are basically same sign or different sign. They are different sign, then I need to subtract. But how are we subtracting? We have addition in the middle. Again, Banat, this addition is only there to tell you you're good, you can use sadis. So let's see. So basically I have to subtract 13 minus 8. 13 minus 8 is basically 5. 5 is my answer, but which sign is it going to take? The 8 or the 13? It will take the sign of 13 because it's a greater number and it's a negative 1, so the 5 should be negative 5. Okay, so we're done with the first idea for the first lesson. خلاص. Now let's go to the idea of the second lesson. We have subtraction. What if we have subtraction in the middle? Look, here we have subtraction in the middle. We don't have addition. And I said you can only use sadis if you have in the middle addition. In this case, if you have subtraction between the integers, you have to use something called same, flip, flip. Same, flip, flip. Okay, this thing will change for you the subtraction problem from subtraction into addition problem. I will show you how. And once you have it as an addition in the middle, you are good to use, then use sadis rule. Okay, let's see how does that work. Ready? Yeah. So again, since I have subtraction in the middle, I need to use same, flip, flip to change my subtraction into addition. Let's see how that is gonna be like. Okay, first of all, you have to separate your numbers just to make sure that you can see them clearly. Okay, then use same, flip, flip. What does that do? It will do the following. Same means you have to keep the 4 same as it is. It was positive, keep it with the same sign, positive. Flip means flip the subtraction into addition. Can you see? I changed my problem from subtraction to addition. The last flip, because you flipped your problem, you have to flip the last term. The last term should be, instead of negative 3, you have to flip the sign of it. It will be positive 3. Now from here, you can work on your problem. خلاص, since I have addition in the middle now, I can use sadis. يلا, the sign of 4 is positive, the sign of 3 is positive, same signs, add 4 plus 3 is 7. My answer is 7 and it's positive because the 4 is positive. This is gonna be my answer. Can you see? I worked on the last equation that I wrote. I worked here. خلاص. The previous one, I don't want it anymore. I'm working on this one. I used sadis on the new one. خلاص. Okay? طيب, let's do one more example. يلا, again. Since I have subtraction in the middle, what should I do? I have subtraction. Use same, flip, flip to change your subtraction into addition. Let's do it. Same, flip, flip. So same means keep the negative 7 as it is. Flip the flip the subtraction into addition and flip negative 3 into positive 3. Now you can, since I have addition in the middle, I can freely use sadis. Yeah, the 7 is negative, the 3 is positive. Again, I'm using sadis on the addition problem, not the subtraction problem. خلاص, I cannot use أصلا sadis on subtraction. I only use same, flip, flip to change it to addition, and then I proceed from here. Okay? The 7 is negative, the 3 is positive. Different signs, subtract. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 will take the sign of the 7, which is negative. خلاص, this is my answer. Next, again, I have subtraction in the middle. What should I do? Use same, flip, flip to change the subtraction into addition. Yalla, same, keep the negative 13 as it is. Flip subtraction into addition. The 8 is positive, just change it from positive into negative 8. Why am I changing it? Because it's flipped, last one. Now from here, since I have addition in the middle, then I'm free to use saddest rule. The 13 is negative, the 8 is negative. They are same signs, then I have to add them. Yeah, 13 plus 8 is 21. So my answer is 21, and I will take the sign of 13, which is negative. I'm done with my answer. خلاص. I finished. Now let's move forward to the last lesson. It's basically same ideas, but instead of having whole numbers, we're having decimals and fractions. Okay, so coming to this one, I will start by addition. All of these examples are examples of addition, and then all of these are examples of subtraction. Yeah, let's see. Okay, now again, here I have addition in the middle. Should I use same flip then saddest? No, it's already addition. Use saddest immediately. Okay, yellow. Now ask yourself, the 15, the 12 and half, what's the sign of it? It's negative. The 4 and half, what's the sign of it? It's positive because there is no sign. Then there are different signs. I have to subtract them. Just write down your numbers, 12 and half, then 4 and half, and then I have to subtract them. There is a tip I like to use. I don't like to work with fractions usually, but what I like to use is, if I have a fraction 1 over 2 or 1 over 4 or 3 over 4, these are very known fractions. I like to use, instead of these fractions, the decimal number 0.5 or 0.25 or 0.75. Each one have its own decimal. So 12.5 will 12 and half will become 12.5. I only replace the half by 0.5. Then the 4 and half will become 4.5. Just subtract. I like to work with decimals more, to be honest. Yeah. To subtract decimals, first of all, write down your decimal number. 12, write it around the decimal, 0.5, and then 4.5, write it around its own decimal, and subtract. Here we have empty number. 5 minus 5 is 0, put the decimal down. 2 minus 4, I cannot. 12 minus 4 is basically 8. So my answer is 8, but you have to ask yourself, which sign is it gonna follow, the positive or the negative? The negative, because it's greater. Okay, here only here you have to pay attention for decimal addition and or subtraction, and fractions addition or subtraction. Let's do this one. I have addition in the middle. This means that I can use saddest. Okay, the sign of the first term is positive, the sign of the second term is negative, then different signs I have to subtract. Just write down 12 over 13. Okay, now for fraction subtraction, we always write the denominator as it is in the answer. We don't add or subtract denominators, never. Only work with numerators, only. So 12 minus 1 is 10. This is my answer. Okay, it's 11 over 13. But which sign is it gonna follow, the positive or the negative? The positive, because it's more. Okay, don't add or subtract denominators. Coming to this, here we have a fraction and a decimal. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Addition in the middle, this means that I can use saddest. First term is negative, second term is positive. Okay, so different signs, subtract. You might have same sign, but it just happens that all the examples are different. Okay, now what should I do? You're just gonna say 50 and half minus 13.5, 12.3. Now, of course, once you have one of them fraction and the other one is decimal, you need to change the fraction into decimal or the decimal into fraction, just to make sure that both of them are in the same format. For me, I always prefer to change the fraction into decimal, especially that there is a 1 over 2, and I know that 1 over 2 is 0.5, then I can write it as 50.5. No need to do it using long division. If you don't know the fraction, then go ahead and do it using long division, okay? Yalla, let's subtract. Just line up your numbers, put the decimal points, put your numbers around the decimal point, and the other one is 2 here, 1 here, 3 here. Subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2. Put your decimal. 0 minus 2 I cannot. 5 will become 4 and the 0 will become 10. Minus 2 is 8. 4 minus 1 is 3. My answer is 38.2, but it's gonna be negative because this one is greater. Okay, can you see it's a very simple idea. Now let's go through the last one, the last part, which is subtraction of decimals or fractions. Okay, again, if you have subtraction, you cannot use SADS right away. Directly use same flip, then SADS. Same, keep it the same. Flip subtraction into addition, flip the sign into positive. Okay, now I can use SADS. Because there is addition, now I can use SADS. The first term is negative, the second term is positive. Okay, different signs, subtract. You're just gonna say 0.35 minus 0.25. Again, how to subtract decimals? Line up the decimal point, put the numbers around your decimal, subtract. 5 minus 5 is 0, 3 minus 2 is 1, put the decimal, 0 minus 0 is 0. Now my answer is 0.10, but the 0.10 that is my answer, okay? You have to ask yourself, is it gonna be positive or negative? It's gonna be negative because this is a greater number, okay? Last example. Here I have subtraction in the middle. Since I have subtraction, directly use same, flip, okay? Same, flip. Same means keep the same sign for this number. Flip subtraction into addition. Flip the negative into positive. Finally, we have same signs. Yeah. Now, since I have addition, I can use SADS rule. First term is positive. Second term is negative. I mean positive as well. Since they are same signs, then I have to add them. Yalla, 3.2 plus 5.7. Again, how to add decimals? Put the decimal point on top of each other, then distribute your numbers around the decimal point and add. 2 plus 7 is 9. 3 plus 5 is 8. So 8.9, sorry. My answer is 8.9, but you have to ask yourself what's the sign of it. Since this one is greater, then it's positive, same as the greater number. That's it. Hope that it's clear and hope that you're gonna be able to practice better now.